Hello, this is Marshally, and welcome to my garden diary. Today is the 23rd of June 2021, and my day lilies have started opening. So these are orange day lilies, and they have a really nice color. If you can see that. And these are very low maintenance plants. They're very easy to take care of. They're hardy, and as you can see, they have really nice showy blooms. And this is one of those plants that should be placed more to the back or the middle of the garden because these get tall. Like the foliage is like that, but the stems of the bloom comes up like this, and it's about 2 feet, 2 feet tall. Yeah, but the blooms are really not but and the blooms are really nice here, and there are quite a bit of blooms on it. And they're called day lilies because the blooms only last for one day. But that's not a problem. For example, that one was open yesterday, but as you can see, there are quite a bit of blooms. For example, on this one here, so that's the bloom for today. Tomorrow, I'm assuming that that one there will open, and then as you can see, there quite a bit of blooms at buds. I mean, at different stages. So this will keep blooming for a while. And if we look down here, there's some other buds down there. And look, there's a ladybug. Oh, so these are one of the very good bugs to have in the garden because they eat a lot of other bugs that are not good for the roses and for the other plants. But look at that. That one is a special one too. I'm not sure if it's really a ladybug because it has only 2 spots. Might be a type of ladybug or a different type of bug, but it's pretty. Look at that. Right, so yeah, it's stretching. Right, so as I was saying before I got distracted, these will bloom. They have staggered blooms. So at the top we have the main uh, blooms, I would say. These are the blooms that will come out first. But then if we look down on the same stem, there's some secondary blooms there or some other blooms that will come later. So this will have blooms for a while. So let me just zoom you into a couple more of the blooms and look how beautiful that is. The orange, gold, kind of bronzy look, and then the yellow inside. Beautiful, really beautiful. Mm, the thing is that I had these for a while now, and unfortunately, I think I won't be enjoying them as much this year because I can't see them as much as I used to because this plant was originally here, and then we got the cherry tree, which is right beside it there, and the cherry tree is blocking most of the view, so I have to come to the back of the garden to see this. So yeah, unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes when a garden is planted, and then sometimes you forget. Well, I forgot or didn't bear in mind that this plant was there, and that the cherry tree will get bigger, and that the cherry tree will block it out. There are also some other plants that I look at. I look at that one tomorrow, but these also grew very tall, and They grew way, way more this year. And again, that is all because of the watering system that we have. We have a new watering system. So yes, the plants are low maintenance, but if you give them, the more water you give them, or if you give them sufficient water, then they will grow more vigorously. They will grow bigger and stronger and more beautiful. And when they grow more vigorous, they are also not so prone to insects. So this year I have insects in my garden, but the plants are so strong that they can fight off the insects, except with the snails. Snail is the only thing that we put stuff in the garden for, and the what we put there is because if we don't get snails under control, they will just eat everything. And we are laid back with our garden, but not that laid back. We don't want snails to just come in and just eat everything, and they will eat everything. And you would think that snails are slow, and no, they are they are not slow. You can leave your garden for one night and you come out and they will demolish. They will demolish. They will eat everything that is edible. So we do use some powder for the snails, and that kind of help to keep them down so they don't eat everything. But apart from that, we just let the garden take care of itself. And so yeah, so as I was saying, with this lily, I will have to really make an effort to enjoy it because I can't see it from the deck as much as I used to because of the other plants that are growing in front of it. And I don't want to move it because if I move it again, I'm going to set it back. So if I move this plant this year, it will take maybe 2 or 3 years, but at least 1 year to look as good as it does now. So I don't want to really move it, although it's kind of a pity. But I do have another lily at the front that is lower. So when that start blooming, I'll show that to you. But this is such a beautiful plant, and it is so low maintenance. If you have a garden and you want something that's beautiful like this, look at that. Look, how could you not want this in your garden? Then this is and look, it has quite a bit of blooms. Let me see if I can zoom out. Look at that. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stems, and each stem has quite a bit of clusters of bloom. So this looks really, really well. I mean, really, really good. I have this one here, and then I have another one over that part, which is also doing well as well. And it looks good. And it takes up some space, but not too much. So even when it's not blooming, it has that, the leaves are quite narrow, almost kind of a grass look if you like grass in your garden, but it's not grass, and it's not as invasive as grass, because grass will have seeds and then plant themselves out. So yeah, the foliage is also quite attractive without the blooms. And I'll show you, this one is nearer to me. So right, looks like it, like a fan shape there. So then it comes up like this and flare out. So this is something that you could have, even if you like the different green foliage. Okay, so the blooms are about 5 inches wide, and it's star shaped, as you can see. This the morning lily likes full sun. They don't need a lot of watering, but if it gets very, very, very dry, as with all your plants, then you need to give it some water. And as I said before, they don't need a lot of watering, but if you want them to be very resilient and to give lots of blooms and to look very healthy, then if it doesn't rain like every week or every 2 weeks where you live, then you should give them some water so that they too can have a drink. Okay, Highly recommended. Beautiful blooms. You can also have these as cut flowers, but I don't like cut flowers. I prefer to have them in the garden and enjoy them like this. And yeah, so that will be it for this video. I hope that if you have a garden that you're enjoying it as much as I am enjoying mine. If you don't, then I'm sharing mine with you. And if you plan to have a garden, then I highly recommend the morning lily. And this is they're different types. This is the orange day lily, sorry, not morning lily. And yeah, that's it for today. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.